Welcome to another Modern League. I am playing Ruby Storm tonight. We did mulligan our first hand here. It was 4 lands, Ruby Medallion, and a Manamorphose. That was it. Kind of slow on the draw. This hand seems a little bit better. Maybe not that much better. Quite honest. 2 Passing Flames, 2 Rals. We only have Ral and Ruby Medallion, so we might want to go to 5 here. Again, we're on the draw. I feel like if we pitch a Pass in Flames, we just have multiple avenues to get things going. We're going to see 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. 1 card, 2 cards. We're going to be seeing 4 cards by the time we have a Ral up with mana open. So, yeah, we'll keep this. We'll get rid of a Pass in Flames. We'll double up on the Ral. Devourer of Destiny. All right. Their Tron. It's a pretty good draw. So we just want like a Manamorphose. Don't really want that right now, but they could exile it with a Kozilek's Command. So as much as I don't really want that in my hand to start, we can always wish. Yeah, I mean, we can just wish for one. We'll be fine. If we draw another ritual, I mean, I'd like to see a Manamorphose, right? That's actually pretty good. That's really good. So we can ritual here, right? Then we Hex Magic. We're going to draw 4 new cards and be able to play these in all next turn. So we can literally just go off next turn. Hex Magic, man, it's so good. Turn 2 Hex Magic is amazing. All right. So they're probably, if they can Karn here, they'll go Karn into Tormod's Crypt. Okay, so they've got Kozilek's Command, which is fine. We're going to do this, right? He'll exile the Rao. So we want to play the Ruby Medallion. Do this. If I Hex Magic, I'd get 2 more cards, and I'd have 2 open. Me raised. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, I know I should have played the Ral because now I'm screwed here. Yeah, because now I kind of just drew dead, right? Because I've got Ral, but I have nothing. I have nothing else that I can play. going on, Browen? I'm still getting used to Storm in general. So, I mean, I know he has a command here, right? So, I mean, I play Ral, and then what? I've got nothing else. And I've got nothing to play here. Well, I can Wish, but Wish doesn't do me any good. I could try to flip Ral, but they'll just... Well, no, yeah. I'd try to flip Ral, but they're going to have the command. So if I Wish, it forces them to use the command, and then I have Ral for... I played the wrong Ral. Could have sworn I played the right Ral. I also don't want to just waste this Wish. Now I've lost this Ral. I'm not going to have the Pass in Flames. Kind of ruined this turn here. What if they just don't have their command, right? I'm going to force it. But I definitely need to play the Ral before I played the Hex. Oh, they've got the Dismember. Okay. Now I just take one. Well, that was a rough turn. I definitely butchered that there. Definitely didn't draw great either, but alright, so they've got Tron now, and now they've got their command up. So they'll have a command for 7. Probably Exile 7. Scry 7 draw. Yep. Yep, I totally butchered that. I mean, Pass and Flames in the yard doesn't really matter when they have... when you know they're sitting on a command, right? Joke's on you. Joke's on you. I mean, we're still not out, but this is definitely... Yikes. Don't want that. Alright, top deck. Nice thing about Tron, they don't really have a lot to interact with us other than the command. And we have ways... They don't have an Ugin that's threatening right now. They don't have a Karn. Though they probably will now. 2 top, 3 bottom. So he's just sitting on another command. Emrakul. Nope. Command. So he's just gonna try to chain another 3 commands. That's gonna be hard to beat, no matter how well you play. One, two, three, four. That's 13 triggers. So yeah, we lost. So what are they bringing in? They're gonna bring in things like Chalice for 2. Chalice on 2 certainly is rough. We're gonna be on the play. They'll have Trinosphere potentially. Ugh. Alright, we'll play. Man. Gonna keep it because if I just get a second land, this is where like Storm players get greedy, right? It's like a second land you can just win. So it's tough not to like just keep this and hope, especially when you have surveil lands. But I'm gonna do it. We're gonna try it. So a flipped Ral can no longer cast spells, which is fine. Yeah, I messed up a sequence game 1. You missed it. So, you know, definitely not a Storm champion. Well, we got the prismatic ending. Unfortunately, we bricked here. So 1 is the Ral, right? So if we flip it, we can plus it and have it for the next turn. We'll have prismatic ending. We have the ruby medallion, so yeah, it makes sense to flip it there. So that's pretty good. We're gonna plus. And I think we're in good shape here. Because we Prismatic Ending the bauble. Crack this. And then just win, hopefully. Because we do have the Ruby Medallion as well. Not bad, Hot Springs. Not bad. I also got raided by Ross Miriam as soon as I literally I logged in. I put starting soon. I was getting ready, and Ross Miriam raided me. So we chatted about brood scale for a little while. What do they do here? Like, you can't chalice for 2. They don't have. They could have. You wouldn't bring in. Maybe you bring in Disruptor Flute? I don't think you bring in Disruptor Flute. Seems pretty bad. I wouldn't as a Tron player. So, but I'm just trying to think of what costs 2 that they could have, right? All right, so he chalices for 1. So chalice doesn't matter about what we pay. It matters about what's on the top right. Now the issue is that means Prismatic Ending gets countered. That's actually really good. How do we get around that now? That's actually really, really good. Hey, white. Why did I think Why did I think? Oh, so I don't care about Chalice at all then. Why did I think it was about what's on the top right? So I just kill the bauble and I'm good? Wait, if it's what's paid, then if I don't pay anything, so I take out the bauble and then I flip I crack the Ral. Is that right? Now I can actually just do this too. Now I don't have to worry about anything. Why not? I mean, I had the win anyway, right? So I was just playing out. Because I had the Ral. It flipped. That's why. I don't know. I felt like, I mean, I had already won at that point. So I just wasn't really. Is there any reason why I would pass in flames over what I was doing? I guess it's faster because I had the grape shot in there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just figured, I mean, I'm getting 8 free cards now at that point. I already have a wish. Oh, yeah, because I had the wish. I just pass in flames, right? I grape shot, and then I just grape shot again. Yeah, that would have been, yeah. Yep. Makes sense. On the draw. I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, I have answers to what they're trying to do, but I have nothing else. But I have answers to what they're trying to do, right? Is it better to keep like? No, I'm not doing the chally. I told you I wasn't doing the challenge. Hot Springs, would you keep this on the draw? Like, do we want to have a more reactionary hand, or do we mulligan to just be more aggressive? Because like they could easily. This hand just seems like rough, right? Because it really doesn't do much of anything. I do have a potential surveil, but that's it. I just feel like it's meh. I'm gonna mulligan. If you're meh, I'm meh. I'm mulliganing. All right. Now this could be insane. This could be really insane. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping. What do we put back? A Manamorphose, probably? Or no, we put back. What do we put back? I have a Ral. Ral likely gets either K Command or Dismember. That's what I was thinking. And I feel safer putting back the Ral because we know that they have Chalice, right? We know, or not Chalice, a Vexen Bauble. And I know they already had Dismember. They can K command the Ral as well. The Medallion, they have a harder time getting rid of artifacts. So we're going to do this. All right. They mulled to 6. There's the bauble, and that's. All right, we need a land. Sucks because I want this, but we need land. They just cracked a bauble, so land. Uh oh. Have your pick. We're doubled up on everything but wear tear, so. He's just over there thinking, dear God, don't draw a land. Because they mulled to 6. 5? They mulled to. They mulled to 6. I don't know what I would take if I were in their position. I feel like you have to take a Manamorphose, right? Because that's kind of like the only thing that keeps our engine going right now. If we were to get a land, and we do start going off, like I feel like Manamorphose is, yep. Is he watching? What the hell? All right, now we just draw a ritual. Let's draw a ritual. Sounds good. Appreciate you being here. Less stress if I know that you're not just watching my every single move. I know Manamorphose is a ritual. That's why they took it, but I want more. I want more. And I know I shouldn't. All right. That was pretty good. We need to hit. All right, we hit. That was a good hit. Now we have to pass in flames here. Let me think for a second. If we pass in flames, it keeps us going, but they have K command for 2. They K command for 2. They take out Ritual, Manamorphose, but we still have a Manamorphose and a Ritual. So they take out, yeah, we just pass in flames here. K command for 2 is not enough to hurt us right now. Mitsuha! How we doing? And that should be game because they just tried drawing a card. This costs 1, and it puts everything in. Yeah. We respond. We respond. That's fine. We still had. Yeah, I mean, we still win with a grape shot anyway. There we go. All right. That was pretty convincing. Game 1. I did make a misplay with the Hex Magic. I don't think that it mattered because they had double K command anyway, so we would have lost that game, but still to note, I need to sequence things a little bit better to make sure I'm getting full value out of things. Welcome back to round 2. We won the die roll, so we're going to go first. Let's see how we do here. We have 2 lands. And we have a Ren's Resolve. We'll keep. If we draw a Ritual, I really do like doing Ritual Hex Magic. It's, especially... God, I need a drink, but my Spindrifts are warm. So... we could... Yeah, I mean, this is just... we're just going to do this. Pass turn. I thought about, like, if we Surveil, but if we Surveil, we need to get a land to be able to do anything next turn anyway. And my goal here is to hopefully draw a Ritual so we can turn to Hex Magic. If not, we do have the Ren's Resolve. So, either way, we do have a play for turn 2. Alright, so we do have energy. And we did draw the Ritual. It is not my birthday. There's Payday. I got raided. There's a bunch of people here who aren't on my channel. It's not my birthday, guys. It's not my birthday. Ongoing joke. Hex Magic is the truth. But we didn't get a mana reducer. Didn't get a mana reducer, which is kind of concerning now. I have enough mana to wish into something. That's the question. Do I have enough mana to wish into something? Well, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to filter. And we do have Manamorphose, which is mana neutral and draws us a card. Okay. So we'll Desperate Ritual. I have 4 mana. I need more mana if I want to do anything. Probably doing the wrong thing here, but that's okay. But now we have an opportunity to... I can probably wish and clear the board here with Grape Shot. I think that's my best play right now. My Ren's Resolve, I still have 3 mana, so I could get a mana reducer and a Ritual and keep going. Right? I have 5 mana. Ren's Resolve, I get 2 more cards. I'd have 3 mana if I drew like a Ruby. In a Ritual, I could keep going. Even if I draw like a Ruby, I'd still have 3 mana. Ruby into a Ren's Resolve gets me set up for the following turn. If I wish, that's 4. I'd have Grape Shot at 2, which would deal 1 plus 4, so I'd be able to wipe out their board. And then what? I have Ren's Resolve next turn. No, I don't. I have to use Ren's Resolve this turn. Really tough decision here. Like, I can wipe the board, but then they could just flood the board next turn, and then I'm stuck with nothing anyway. So I think I'm going to just hopefully draw something here. Oh my god. All right. Got we did it. So now we have to pray. Now I have to try to flip a Ral. Right? I have 2 mana. Now we hope Ral flips. They've got the removal. Yep. We almost got there. Almost got there. So close. But it's Passing Flames. We have until next turn, so I mean we're still pretty good, right? So got Passing Flames. They could have Thraben Charm here, but they do splash black, I think. Yeah, they do. So I don't even know if they would have Thraben Charm in their main deck. Might be running Thoughtseize, but they don't have black to run Thoughtseize right now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. As long as they don't have Thraben Charm, right? I mean, if they had Thraben Charm, they'd just do it now, right? It's not like I can respond to them, so they would just slam it, get rid of my graveyard. I guess they want me to waste the Passing Flames. They also don't know that I can even play it right now because they don't know I have a land in my hand. So yeah, they obviously wait till I cast it, but it'd be cool if they just tap out anyway. Okay, so they did. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Is there any reason to Arid Mesa and filter my deck more? How many cards am I going to see? A lot. So I should be fine. I don't really want to risk taking an additional damage I don't have to. I had another we're just going off this turn, right? So they're tapped out, so it really does not matter about anything. Wait, where am I? Oh, that was a Manamorphose. I was like, where are my cards? I thought it was a Ren's Resolve. Eight. If we Hex Magic now, we'll draw 4 new cards. Desperate Ritual. Is he gonna kill it rather than me take a bunch of damage trying to... Okay. And I have the Past in Flames in my graveyard, so that costs 4 right now. So if I wish, get Grape Shot, and then Past in Flames, yeah. I know. The fact that they just killed the Ral. It's fine. I had enough spells where I just, at that point, I do the Grape Shot, and then I Pass in Flames, Grape Shot, win. Alright. So we know they're gonna have things like High Noon. If you would have lost 4 die rolls on the Rel. Yeah, but I only needed to cast 3 more spells, so I wouldn't have gotten... Yeah, it was probably not even smart to have played the Rel, to be honest. So they're bringing in High Noon, they're bringing in Deafening Silence. They're going to have things like Thoughtseize. They could potentially be playing Rest in Peace. Why we have Stormscale. I like Stormscale Scion specifically for this matchup, right? Because they're flyers. Empty the Warrants doesn't give you flyers. Yeah, you get a bunch of them, but they can have a bunch of tokens to just block anyway. So that's why I like the Stormscale. I still like a Wear Tear in the sideboard. We're going to be on the draw here. So that's the thing. Like, if they have Deafening Silence and High Noon, Wishing doesn't really help me much, right? So having Wear Tear in the sideboard isn't really smart. Could potentially take a Ral out. I'll go with this. I feel good with this. Game 2. Did anyone have an RCQ today? Anyone play an RCQ? Also, Mitsuha, you did exclamation lurk. Were you hoping that I had like a command that said something? Because you can make one. You are a mod. Should I put like something funny? Because I'll do something. Everyone should go to Spectaturtles and do exclamation NDC. Go to Spectaturtles stream and do exclamation NDC. All right, so we're on the draw. Seems pretty rough. We do have Brotherhood's End. We have a Ren's Resolve. And that's it. But we do have a Brotherhood's End that can wipe the board. If they have a High Noon, it's not the end of the world with this hand. We're going to keep. I do have 2 fetches, so I can surveil. My mouse just does not keep a charge anymore, apparently. They mulled to 5. So Brotherhood's End wiping their board is really going to hurt them. They could just be mulling to High Noon or Deafening Silence. They could have a Thoughtseize to hit the Brotherhood's End. At the end of the day, is what it is. We'll see what happens. It looks like they're determining what they want to do at 5. So did I mull last turn or did I keep? I feel like I mulliganed, right? Or did I? No, I kept. Kept 7. I don't know. They're really determining if they want to keep 5 or go to 4. They kept 5. Alright, no Thoughtseize. Third land's not terrible. And make sure that we can Brotherhood's End. We'll see what we surveil here. So they went with a Shadowy Backstreet, which leads me to believe they've got Thoughtseize in their hand. Or they just wanted the black to... Yep. Don't want this anymore. Alright, I just said I don't want that anymore. Need an answer to this High Noon. Luckily, they only got 3 cards in hand, so we've got time. And there's our answer. We'll lose our Ral, which is unfortunate, but... So will Brotherhood's End next turn? Unless we just draw into a Ruby or a Ral. I mean, I still think I'll just Brotherhood's End. Either way. Get the card on top. Dashing Ragavan, okay. That's unfortunate, because now the Brotherhood's End, we know they still have Ragavan in their hand. They tap out, and we draw a Ral or a Ruby, we just go for it. They didn't tap out, okay. Put that into the graveyard. go with the mana neutral mana Morphos and draw a card here. Now I'm just like, what do I do here? If I ritual, that gives me 3. Ritual puts me up to 4, 5. I know they have Ragavan that they're just going to dash. Let's do this. This would put me to 11. I don't think there's any reason to play the Ruby Medallion right now. Actually, I can just win now, right? I can just go for it now. If I do this. I do have to hit. Is it safer to just Brotherhood's end here and then just go for Pass and Flames next turn? I mean, I can still technically Ren's Resolve because Brotherhood's End costs 2, right? So I'll Ren's Resolve, see what I hit. Okay. So now we're good. And we have Past in Flames in hand. Somatic Ending. Ren's Resolve. Good game. All right. Solid win there. Just have to slow things down, think it through, and I'll find the lines, right? Welcome back to round 3. Currently 2-0. Have some pretty convincing wins right now. We won the Diral, so we're going to be playing first. Let's see how we do. Will Dash, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is a snap keep. Good, went well. Good, good. I hope you hope recovery goes smoothly for you. What's going on, Hobo? We really want to draw an impulse or do I just ritual, pass in flames, and hopefully flip my Ral? Is that the game plan here? Does splicing cost less as well? Like if you splice onto a spell, does it cost less with the medallion and Ral? I've never spliced, guys. Like, so I have no clue how this works. I don't know how it works in Moto. Like, because like I'm not gonna be split adds costs to spell, so you're costing. So how would that work then? I'm not able to anyway if I want to try to win this turn. But Hex Magic doesn't really let me. Do I just try to? I think I try to go for it turn 2, right? Because I could. If I ritual into Ral, ritual. Well, I won't even have the mana to splice it. Not if I try to go for it this turn. With reducer, it'd be 1 red to splice. Yeah, so you don't. It doesn't reduce the cost. So I'd have to have 3 mana, which I don't have. Oh, I could ritual and then splice, but I wouldn't be able to play. That wouldn't make sense to do that at this point. The question is, do I just go for Pass and Flames, flip Ral, and just try to win? If I'm not going to try to win, I ritual Hex Magic and try to win next turn. The question is, what is my opponent on? I think safest play is just ritual Hex Magic. It'd be a lot easier if I had. If I do this, if I play this, then this, then this. I have 3 mana. This will cost 2. Then I can. Yeah. Okay. I see what I'm doing here. I guess they could have an answer for Ral, which I probably should have thought about. Yep, and they do. Yeah, definitely should have thought about that. I mean, can't fault me for trying to go for it on turn 2 when I have it, not knowing what we're going up against, but I can still Hex Magic here, which is still fine. What in the world? 4 color? Ugh, so many lands. So what do I have here? I have three mana into a wish. So that would leave me 1 mana. Three mana, 1 mana into a grape shot to try to kill the frog. Seems really bad. I don't know that I want to just waste this wish here. That'd be 3, 4. They'd have to discard 3 cards to save the frog, though. Might be worth it. Probably not, though, because I'll have Pass and Flames next turn, so we'll just pass. At least we got the Ritual in the graveyard, so we'll just try to... Well, I don't have Pass and Flames next turn yet. I need to draw, hopefully, a mana, because right now Pass and Flames is 4. So if we draw a Manamorphose or a Ritual or anything, we can hopefully go off, but we'll see. If we do, I think the play might be Dragons, guys. Okay, so this is like Zoo with Frog then. Ritual. Yeah. And when we have Wish for Past in Flames next turn then. It'd be 2 and then 3. No, we don't. We still need a Ritual. And we know we're getting a Ren's Resolve. Wish costs 2. Yeah, unfortunately, we just don't have it here. Is he winning tonight? Am I winning? Well, if you look at my screen here, I am 2-0. But I did just lose this one. I have 1 mana. I'm at 2. Flyer. Yeah, we lost this one. That was a rough one. We got on that turn 1. But again, we don't know what we're playing against. So, I mean... he would have just pitched his entire hand, and then I would have had nothing, right? He would have saved the frog, and I'd have had nothing. I think waiting to try to pass in flames, but then he had the territorial Kavu, so, like, I don't know. I think either way we were... That could have been the play. To me, it's just like, you have a frog. If I have to literally have nothing in hand but a wish, and he saves his frog, I'm just kind of boned at that point. So I felt like just trying to go to the following turn with the Pass in Flames. If I draw a Ritual, then, like, I just win. I think the odds are pretty good there. And I'm not like disagreeing with you. I thought about it too, right? Like it was definitely a turn where who knows what would have happened. But I don't think even looking at like what happened, he pitched his entire hand to Frog at that point anyway. But at that point, I mean, he basically had the win wrapped up anyway. So I don't think this is an arms chant, right? Because I mean, yeah, we can stop them from attacking, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's what we're trying to do here. I think we're just trying to combo, take out their hate. I'm gonna play, so let's see how we do. 2 lands. Prismatic ending is always good to have. Sucks that it's a Valakut's Awakening, so we have to play this now. We can't surveil right away, but that's fine. We have a mana neutral in Manamorphose. Double ley line, okay. I always have a hard time against Zoo guys. Like I never feel like I attack it correctly. I don't think there's any reason to do anything here. I feel like Ren's Resolve just makes sense. I want to have white. All right. Having Grape Shot there is kind of crappy. So, high noon. We have an answer to that. Unfortunately, now I've just lost. That Ren's Resolve sucked. Those are not the cards we want to see flipped for that. So yeah, double high noon. We got double prismatic ending. So that's only difference is they probably only have 2 high noons. I think we want to Ren's Resolve here. We are just not hitting on those. Oh man. I want to surveil, but I probably want to make use of my mana this turn if possible. Could also just wait. I could just surveil here, see what I'm drawing, and wait till next turn. I'm gonna surveil anyway, see what I'm drawing. That'll be for next turn, though. I have Wish now. I'll have 2 mana, and then I can play this. Wish would cost... Yeah, there's nothing I can really do with Wish, unfortunately, unless I wanted to get... I don't really want to do that now. Just gonna have to go to next turn. Unfortunately. They've obviously got a consign up as well, which is kind of unfortunate. What? Yeah, I guess. I don't know where that gets me. I don't think I'm going to be able to take out the other ley line. Guess it would put the wear tear in my graveyard, actually. Yeah, that would have been a good play. Wait, what? What is going on here? Create a creature. Create a token that's a copy of this creature. What is this? I've never seen it with Bound and Crisis. I'm gonna respond. What do I got? Oh yeah, I already knew I was on that. Damn. That definitely caught me off guard. Did not put them on Splinter Twin. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay. Splinter Twin Zoo. Yeah, that's very common. That was insane. All right. Well, I put Domain Zoo. That was not that is not what we were playing against. Wow, that was awesome. That was cool. That was not what I was expecting at all. That was crazy. All right. Welcome back to round 4. We're currently 2-1. We just got Splinter Twinned. Looked like Zoo. Played it like it was Zoo. Turned out to be Splinter Twin. So that was fun. I mean, if you're gonna lose and it's gonna be Splinter Twin, it might as well be Splinter Twin, right? I mean, that's pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet. Caught us off guard. That was you know. Yeah, I mean, we definitely keep Ritual into Hex Magic. I love that. It's like my favorite play right now. I mean, I'd rather just win turn 2, right? But I'll set with that song. Flooded Strand. Okay. No mana reducers. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that when I don't already have a mana reducer. But if I had a mana reducer there, I think I'm going for... Well, I didn't have a resolve, I guess, so I probably wouldn't be going for it. So it would have made sense to do that. I don't know. Going up against blue-black here, so that's not good. Am I gonna need the third mana if I don't draw a mana reducer? I don't think so. Let's see if we can draw one. Yep. So this is gonna be rough. They're gonna be a full 4 counter spells. Probably main deck consigns. Probably not the right play here. Still no mana reducer. We've gone 19 cards deep. Haven't seen a Ral or a Rui. Starting to think Hex Magic's not good against control decks because if they just counter, if you don't have... I mean, I guess if we just had a reducer and could play more, wouldn't it be as bad? I feel like we're just not hitting, so it's hurting us against that counterspell there. We got Fatal Push in the yard. I haven't played against straight blue-black Frog in ages. I didn't know people still played it, quite honestly. People just do not give up on Frog. Let me see here. I mean, I have to start. Oh, I didn't fetch. God damn it. Meant to fetch so I could surveil. Alright, so I mean, if we draw... Come on. Still no mana reducer. Not at all. They really have no cards in hand. They had an answer for everything we did exactly. My goal was I was gonna Reckless Impulse and Grape Shot and take their board out. We do have Pass and Flames. We have a land. We're not out. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have no cards in hand. They're gonna draw 2 cards, unfortunately. God. They had exactly. Now they got 2 additional cards in their hand. Still no mana reducer. I've gone halfway through my deck, guys, and I haven't seen. Let me think here. It's not much to think about. If I do Valakut's Awakening, that doesn't help me. I have to Ren's Resolve and pray. $31 cards in. Come on. That is ridiculous. I just lose next turn. If I Grape Shot, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they don't have a counterspell. If they don't have a counterspell. They have 3. I have 4. I mean, I still kill, right? Because. So the first one's going here. Second one's going there. Third one's gonna go. What is going on? What did I just do? I thought I undid that. I could have sworn I undid it so I could click on this. Why did it not let me do that? I don't understand why it wouldn't let me change the target. I'm so confused as to why it didn't just let me do that. Except he played an island. Had he just kept that island in his hand, he would have just won. So either way, we get to see another turn anyway. But, like, I'm still confused as to why, like, when I don't understand how the storm triggers were working. I still don't get why they didn't just beat me there. And still no 32 cards in. We didn't see one Ral or one Ruby. Probably wasn't smart to play that, actually. Well, I guess I don't have to draw off of it, but... $34 cards in. Alright. You got me. That is insane. Insane. I don't know that Hex Magic's that good. Assuming they had no interaction, you should have just Passing Flames. Yeah, I mean, 4 cards in hand. But, like, what am I actually going to do with that? Because now I'm down how much mana? I guess I have those. I'm gaining 1 each time. Yeah. I don't know. Probably would have been a better play there, but I mean, how do I go 34 cards deep and don't see 1 Ruby or 1 Ral? That's insane. I don't really know that I want Prismatic Ending, right? It's good against Frog, I suppose. But I'm really trying to kill their Frog. I think I'm just trying to stop them from stopping me from comboing. What's going on, McTot? Yeah, you're right, bro. And, like, I would have, again, if they had no interaction, but that was probably the better play to just Passive Flames and pray. The hell kind of hand is this? Can't keep this. So I'm keeping this. All right. Out for my evening walk, marathon training, rest day. Can't sit still. Been in the car all day. Oh, jeez. You lost me at marathon training. No, thank you. Ugh. Got a marathon before that day. Oh, shit. Yeah, 40's coming on quick. All right, if we can draw Ral or Ruby right here. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine because it has to be fine because it's all we have, guys. This is all we have. So we have to. Oh my god, why are we drawing so bad? Alright, we're going to take more damage. Let's go. Please draw something here. Oh my god. Why do I suck at this game? This would be 5, this would be 6, so I could kill off their board. I have to Orange Chant here to make sure that it goes through. What would it matter, right? Because I'll have 6, I can at least kill off the Bowmasters. Probably care more about the Orc token, actually, because I'm not going to really be drawing a ton of cards now. At least not until it matters. That was enough for me to never... I played it last night and went 5-2 in the challenge, and it was great. I went up against Splinter Twin, which I had no clue it was Splinter Twin. I thought it was Zoo. I had 1 extra. Yeah, well, I'm not drawing anything against this guy. Last game, I went 34 cards deep, never saw a Ruby Medallion or a Ral, so I just couldn't get anything going. And against counterspells, like, it's, you know, kind of need those. That doesn't help us right now. That doesn't help us either. Oh, I did play a land. I thought I didn't play a land. I was like, wait a sec, but I literally just surveilled. And like right now, we're not drawing any. I'm 19 cards deep. Haven't seen one. And I can't combo or do anything unless I have one. And they have a Nile spell bomb, so the more spells I play, the harder it's going to be to try to win. It's not looking so good right now. Just cannot catch a break. Drown in the lock? Interesting. I mean, that gets us there, but now I don't have my Orm's Chant, right? Which I clearly needed to cast. Passing Flames doesn't, actually, because the Nile Spell Bomb. So they know I have it. They're going to wait for me to cast the Passing Flames to crack it. Which is unfortunate. Alright. We don't even have a Surveil land, so that's also unfortunate. And they're sitting on a bunch of counter spells. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if even if you were like I mean, this hand is just not. I can't win. He's got a bunch of counter spells, so it's unfortunately basically just game over for me right now. Yeah, he just has an answer every single turn because he's drawing so many cards. The only thing I can think is if I draw another Ruby or Ral, I can Ritual Wish into Stormscale Scion, hopefully, and that might be enough. I highly doubt it, because draws infinite cards here. I was drawing an extra card, so it's going to be, yeah, so he just wins. Yep. That's 5, 6, 7. I just had terrible draws. I mean, even if I draw well against this deck, it's just so many counter spells and force of negations. Like, I would have had Orm's Chant. Would have been 3. Yeah, it wouldn't have been enough anyway. So we're playing Ruby Storm right now, currently 2-2 in round 5. I do like Espergorios as well. I got like a 58% win rate with Espergorios, believe it or not. Only like 35 matches or something like that, so not like a ton of matches, but I think I have like a 57% win rate with Tron. Affinity, I think, is like a 51. So it looks like we've got Living End here. Nope. Sultai Ritual. I pissed on my Merfolk up so bad he just disconnected and is making me run out of. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. We could have Flare here. We'll discard the Pass in Flames. Um, I'm gonna Surveil here. Could potentially get going if. No. Do another ritual. Basically going for it here. Still didn't draw it. Anything. This is getting pretty rough. Now if they have the counterspell here, I'm just like. I mean, I'm going through the same thing, Spectre. Like I went 34 cards deep, didn't see one Ruby or Ral. And I just went 17 cards deep, not finding one. This is going to be a hard match. They're just going to have counter spells like crazy. It's been a weird league. I went up against Splinter Twin. Zoo. Zoo Splinter Twin, guys. It's kind of weird. They get a Harbinger, I'm kind of cooked. That I can handle. If I get a Ral or a Ruby here, I can we're gonna pitch the Hex Magic. I'm drawing all my mana, like, but where's my Ruby or Ral? They're gonna counter it. They have another counter spell. No? Yep. You got me again. I can't believe he literally had to sacrifice his Oculus there, though. So, I mean, just don't get. Oh man, don't get a Harbinger. Don't get a Harbinger. Oh, thank God, got so lucky there. I had one floating. I had one mana available. I played the ritual, drew the Ral. I would have played the Ral had the ritual actually. Oh, I think I don't think I realized. Well, no, if I play the Ral there, my turn ends. So I was trying to extend my turn, right? Like if I had played the Ral there, I have no mana left. Oh, I don't think I realized I had one floating. I think yeah, okay. He countered the ritual and I still had one floating. Why did I think I didn't have one floating? Yeah, that was dumb. I didn't realize I had a floating mana. That's my bad. I think I was just like kind of upset that I was drawing bad and they had another counter spell and wasn't paying attention. Mountain? And I know Charless can't get the Harbinger, but the ritual at the end of turn, when they sacrifice a Shardless, gets the Harbinger. So that's what I was saying, McTodd, about don't get Harbinger, because like he'll sacrifice a creature to get the Harbinger off the ritual. That's why I was saying that. Okay, Storm, now thanks, Payday. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I wouldn't have mattered playing the Rel anyway. But still, why did I not realize I had one floating? This is just abysmal, guys. Splinter Twin, then Dimir Frog, and then. Man. Ah, just for good measure. Yeah. Good call, good call. If I had a basic mountain, those wouldn't matter. Well, now it does, because if I draw a basic mountain, I still can't do anything, really. All right, cool. That was fun. All right. All right. That was a good time. I don't even really care about Harbinger, honestly, because I literally just get basics. Hmm. This could be okay. But if I'm doing this, I'm basically already lost. Alright, let's just hope we draw a little bit better. And I say like draw better. I don't think I drew like as bad that game that I did against like Dimir and but like when you're going up against a bunch of counter spells, like you need to draw perfect. So it feels like you're not really drawing that great, but in reality, it's like you've played, you've drawn, you're just getting your shit kicked in with counter spells, right? So again, looking for a reducer, but I mean, I can't mull this hand. My draws can't be bad every single game. So I got a basic mountain. I'm going to go for a Surveil and then another basic mountain. So I don't have to worry about Harbinger. I really only need one basic mountain as long as I can get something going, but we're gonna play it safe. Yeah, put that endurance in your graveyard. That's right. That's right. Endurance is scared. It's too good to not take that. It's too good to not take that. So we'll either get a basic mountain or a surveil land, and then we'll play this one and get a basic mountain off of it. It all depends on what they do here. They do nothing, so we're going to get another surveil. I don't need that right now. All right. All right. So remember when I said, like, you know, I want to draw into a mana reducer? How is it possible that this keeps happening every game where I just can't draw into one? Like, I can't keep mulliganing until I just have one in my opening hand. Like, that's just not a thing. But RNG would say I'm not gonna go 4 or 5 games where I'm going 20 plus cards deep without seeing one of those 8 cards, right? I'll get a basic here. Okay. I have enough to win here now. Provided that I know to chant, they're gonna counter it, and I have to just hope they don't have another counter. Like they haven't played anything, so we know they're sitting on a bunch of counters here. And if this doesn't get countered, then we know we're good. If it does get countered, it's quite possible they have another counter. Hex Magic would be good, but I can't really cast it now, right? Like, because I have to play the Ruby Medallion into the ritual. Well, actually, yeah, I could Ruby Medallion, then this ritual, and then Hex Magic, put all these exiled, and then draw 4 more or 3 more. So yeah, Hex Magic's looking pretty good here. Come on. All right. So we forced. What's that mean for us? I have to cast this ritual or I lose it. So if I cast ritual, I know that they have something, right? So if I cast this ritual, I'm losing this ritual at the end of this turn anyway. So I have to cast this. If they counter it, I have Ruby Medallion Ritual. So I'm going to play the spell that I'm going to lose no matter what anyway. They let that through pretty quick. Okay. Well, here goes. Interesting. Does he counter this? If he counters this, we have the ritual. Alright, so that went through. Gonna let another one go through then? I added white in case I drew another orange chant. That's why I did that there. This costs 2. I feel like he has to counter this, right? If he has a counter, he has to counter it. He has to counter here. Because he doesn't know what's in our hand. He knows that this gets us 3 cards. Does that just give us the go-ahead here? I think we're good, guys. I think we're in the clear. Might have an answer to the Ral, I guess, but we do have Pass in Flames. We're going to do this. You have another Dismember. You had another Dismember. Okay. All right. You got us. You got us. Extra damage. I hate taking damage for something that we have no control over. We're going to Ren's Resolve. Is this just game? No! He had literally the exact... He had Xaxes, guys. Are you kidding me? He had the Force of Negation for the chant. He had the double Dismember for our Ral. And then he had the Endurance. He literally dumped his entire hand to stop us there. Wow, like what am I supposed to do to that? Like we played that exactly how we needed to play it, right? Like what are the odds that he literally had? Wow. The issue that we're going to run into is the longer this goes, the more they're going to... There we go. Now we're screwed. Obviously, he's not going to get rid of Oculus. Like, that's literally the best card he could have gotten. I need Ren's Resolve or Reckless Impulse. Yeah, I haven't been drawing well at all these past 3 matches. I'm going to take 7 here. At least I can safely say I didn't lose this one because of how I played. I felt like I played that pretty damn well. They just had literally exactly everything. They pitched their entire hand to keep us from winning there. That was insane. And I can't even be mad. That was nuts. Like, that was absolutely nuts. All right. Impulse. Don't have the counter spell. You gotta be kidding. There's no way you have a counter spell here. There's no way. Guys. Are you gotta be kidding me, right? Also, does anyone know the time that happened where he had the freaking double? How long in were we, do you think? I'll say 2:30. I gotta get a clip of that. So I just lose. He literally had everything he needed at every single moment that he needed it. Man, that was nuts.